time he regurgitates it, he brings it out again. The Punascharvita Charvanana. That is called Punascharvita Charvana. Already the cow has chewed on it and it has already put it into its stomach. Now again it brings out. What taste can you get? There's no taste in it. Or like the camel who is chewing the thorn and is cutting his tongue and is tasting his own blood and he thinks it's very nice. So that is our rasa that one gets in the deep dark well. There's no rasa, it's dry. And it's deep. Why is it called deep? Because if it was on top, there would come some light. There will be some light coming from outside. But if it's deep, then it's absolutely dark. Darkness of ignorance. So the family life, material family connections in life, it keeps us in a place where it's completely devoid of any taste, rasa, and fully in ignorance. Many people do not have spiritual realization. That is why they run toward household life. They think that grihastha life, householder, is the best life. Some people say a brahmachari's life, celibate student, is not good. And neither is a sannyasi's life, renounced person. Those are too dry. When one goes to a grihastha's house and sees nice living conditions, an attractive husband or wife, nice children, garden, swimming pool, and many types of entertainment, one may think, why am I suffering in a brahmachari or sannyasi life? My life is completely dry. Gurudeva and Shastras always says, do not do this, do not do that, do not associate or joke with the opposite sex, do not eat too much, wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go to the temple. Wouldn't it be better for me to become a householder? Then I can avoid all these things. A brahmachari may think that household life is very pleasurable. But if he marries, he will see it as complete darkness. Is there any householder in this material world who is happy? It's a rhetorical question. A rhetorical question. And if any householder thinks that I'm happy as a householder, then he should very soon go to his Gurudeva and take instruction. No, only a devotee of the Lord can say that he is truly happy. If people have a lot of money, they are not happy. And if they have no money, they are not happy either. Householders experience many kinds of anxieties and distresses. And there is a need to work very hard, like donkeys, to maintain themselves. Now this donkey reminds me of a very nice quotation from the scriptures. I'm forgetting it is about the Dham Mahatmya, especially the Mathura Dham Mahatmya, where it says that the Dham is the spiritual, non-different from the spiritual world in every aspect. And everyone living in the Dham, whether be it an insect or any other type of animal, low-class animal actually possesses a four-handed form, just like the Vaikuntha Vasis, those who are living in Vaikuntha, they possess four-armed forms. And even if a donkey enters the dham, he becomes, takes on a beautiful form, that of the Supreme Lord Himself, with golden crown, four hands, and holding club mace, club lotus, and wearing luminescent yellow garment, just like the Supreme Lord, a donkey. So, anyone who can visit the dham will immediately get this blessing of the dham. Why is it that everybody wants to enjoy household life? The reason is that they cannot control their sexual desires. So they become householders. There is no other reason. That is why Shastra says that if one cannot control his sexual impulses, he must marry. Srimad Bhagavatam explains this very clearly. Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj has said, one can very easily satisfy Guru and Krishna, but it is very hard to satisfy the desires of wife and children. It is a fact. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj explained that when a person works really hard, he starts to foam at the mouth. Apavarga it is called. I realized this for myself when I served in Mathura, especially during Janmashtami preparations, when I used to work for 8 or 9 hours a day. Sometimes I used to foam at the mouth, burn with fever, and I felt that I would leave my body. But these efforts were in Krishna consciousness. So it is not the same as mundane work. It is difficult. It is transcendental work dedicated exclusively for the pleasure of Sri Guru and Krishna. See, Srila Prabhupada, during his years that he was staying in Radha Damodar, he had a small room and a kitchen. And this statement from Srila Prabhupada is, sometimes he would speak about his life in Vrindavan. Once every month, he would go to Delhi to print his, at that time he started Back to Godhead magazine, 4 sides. And while he was in Vrindavan, he would go from shop to shop begging, preaching. He would preach also 8-9 hours a day. He was doing it. And then when he went to Delhi, on the train, he would go, and from the railway station, he would walk 4 bus stops. 4. And there are great distances. 4 bus stop means at least we are talking about 2 miles, 3 kilometers. Just to save 1 penny, some money, so that he could use it for printing his Back to Godhead. And he would stay there and look after the printing. So, this, what Prabhupada is describing, foaming in the mouth, he knows it very well. If you, right now, if you were in Delhi, it's 46 degrees. 46 degrees. You cannot imagine what 46 degrees is. And in that, with the umbrella, this old person, he was walking. He could have easily taken the money. No, this is Krishna's money. We don't have that consciousness. It will come someday by the grace of such great personalities. Bhavapavargo brahmato jada bhavaj janasya tarhi achyuta tat samagama sat samangamo jahi tataiva sadgatau paravaresha tvai jayate mati. Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 51, verse 33. When the material life of a wandering soul has ceased, O Achyuta, he may attain the association of your devotees. And when he associates with them, there awakens in him devotion unto you, who are the goal of the devotees and the Lord of all causes and their effects. How? There are many reasons that we read in the scriptures that one can gain the association of devotees. Here it is said that when the material life of a wandering soul has ceased, now this wandering doesn't mean from one place to place. It has two meanings. That also, wandering from place to place. But this also means, Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur's Path says, wandering within the material life looking for rasa. But there is no rasa because it is ardhakupam. But he has to be very fortunate. Now, what is his great fortune? That when he accumulates enough sukriti, sukritai purvashanchitai. Purvashanchitai means, Padma Puran says, what brings us to sadhu sangha? What actually is behind, what propels a conditioned soul to seek the association of a devotee. So there it is said that only by the association of a devotee one can get bhakti. Bhakti is the treasure of amongst the devotees. But how to get the association of devotees? Sukritai, purvashanchitai. When somebody has performed in many previous lives unknown devotional activities, not pious. So Sukriti here must be differentiated from pious deeds. Sukriti. Kriti means, is always, the word Kriti has the connotation to mean good activities, great activities. Kriti. Sukriti means, therefore, great activities which lead to devotion. So, but not just one or two. Purva Shanchitai, accumulated in many past lifetimes. A lot of Sukriti. That is serving the Lord unknowingly, without knowing. Like Srila Rupa Goswami gives the example of Agyata Sukriti, as in India people are used to taking betel chewing betel leaf. Pan. And they also take lime. So before entering the temple, if someone, they usually take it on a finger. So when they're walking on the street, not a good, very clean habit, but nevertheless, they usually take it on the finger, this white thing. While they're chewing, they lick on it. So before entering the temple, he will clean his finger on the wall. We may think he is such a dirty fellow, but the Lord thinks, oh, he's trying to whitewash my temple. He's to cover my temple. He's such a pious man. That is called Ajnata Sukriti. So when such Ajnata Sukriti has accumulated over many lifetimes, it brings us to the association of devotees. Now, one may think that why is it so difficult to have the association of devotees? Because devotees are the rarest of living entities, they're rarest. You will find other kinds of devotees like demigod, worshipping demigods. They may be considered also to be devotees, or from other religious background. Their association will not help us. Their association will not take us to the right path. So therefore, it is so rare. Krishna is saying that from many thousand Manushyanam Shavashreshu Kaschid Jatati Siddhaye Jatatamapi Siddhanam Kaschin Mam Vetti Tatvaha. From many millions, few will actually aspire for perfection of human life. And from those who are aspiring for perfection in spiritual life, there will be even much less people, devotees. Kaschin means a handful, who knows me in truth. Muktanam api. Yeah. So there, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, this is still again repeated. Muktanam api siddhanam. Narayana parayana. From many muktas. Muktanam api siddhanam. People who have attained liberation. Persons who are great yogis, mystic yogis. You will rarely find one who is a Narayana Parayana, fully surrendered to the lotus feet of Lord Narayana. So it's very rare. So this Sukriti that Padma Purana is saying, this Sukriti means it will take us to those devotees of the Lord, not to anywhere else. So that is why it is so rare. I will read the purport to this and then I will. It's very beautifully written. I can't stop reading. In this regard, there are pa, pha, ba, bha and ma. Yeah. See, bhava, apavarga. See, in Sanskrit, the aksharas, in Sanskrit there are no alphabets. They are all inexhaustible, eternal symbols. Here we talk about alphabets, but in Sanskrit there are no alphabets, only aksharas. An akshara, every single akshara or symbol means independently something, without having any connection with another akshara. And independently having a meaning. So, that is why it is easier for you to understand. Apavarga, pavarga, ka, cha, ta, ta, pa. These are vargas, they are lying. In each of these vargas there are 5 aksharas. Ka, ka, kha, ga, gha. Cha, 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 cha. Ta, ka, cha, ta, ta. Then pa. So here, it is saying bhavapavarga. Bhava apavarga, bhavapavarga. Now what is that? That in this regard there are pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. This, in the pa varga, 5 aksharas. Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. So pa means parishram, or hard labor. Pa means parishram. There's a word called parishram, and pa also means parishram. Pa also comes from the word parabhava. Parabhava, which means defeat. So pa has 2 meanings. Parishram means hard labor, and parabhava means defeated. Anything we take up, defeated. What does that mean? Anything in the material world, all our efforts in the material world, doesn't matter what we do, it is always defeated. Why? Because everything is destroyed. The time factor destroys everything. So whatever we may, whatever efforts we may put in the material world, ultimately will not bear any permanent fruit. It is simply a waste of time, energy. So that is why parabhava, defeat. In this material struggle for existence, we are simply meeting defeat. Actually, we have to conquer birth, death, disease and old age. And because there is no possibility of overcoming all these miserable conditions, due to the illusion of Maya, we are simply meeting with parabhava, or defeat. It's wonderful. Always meeting defeat. Pa, the next, is taken from the word fenil. Fenil is the foam which is found on the mouth when one is very tired, as is commonly observed with horses. Horses, bulls, or buffaloes, when they are carrying something, pulling something, the foam is formed. Fenil. Okay. Pa is taken from fenil. Fenil is the foam which is found in the mouth when one is okay. Ba, this is the third, means bhatha, batha. Batha, or pain of hard labor. Pain of hard labor. In another place, the word, the akshara ba has been described as bobaya. Bobaya. Bobaya means sex life. After hard labor, when all the mouth is formed, then one is looking for some relief from hard labor. And therefore, the highest pleasure in the material world is sex. So, ba means babai. Babai means sex life. Two meanings. The different acharyas have given different explanations for the same, but they all mean the same thing. Ba becomes the word bandha also, or bondage. Ba is also bondage, just like here. Ba is vyatha, pain from hard labor, and it binds us to the material world, bandha or bondage. Ba also means vyarthata. Vyarthata means frustration, disappointment. Bha means bhaya. That is the fourth one. Pa, pa, ba, bha. Or fear of death. Bha means the greatest fear what we have. There are so many fears that we have. The fear. Yeah. So Maharaj is quoting a verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhayam Vritya abhiniveshatasya. How does one develop fear? Overt or too much attachment to matter. Dvitiya abhinivesha. Dvitiya means the second. The reality is the first, and illusion is the second. Second means it's a reflection, a temporary reflection of reality. So it is called Dvitiya, second. Abhinivesha. Abhinivesha means full engrossment. Frustration. Bha means bhaya or fear of death, and ma means mrityu or death itself. Ma is mrityu. So, liberation, another word for liberation is apavarga. Apavarga means liberation. Shlok taki Maharaj? Mone আসছে না অপবর্গ বর্তমানি सतां प्रसंगान मम तीर्थ संविदो हृत्कर्ण रसायन कथा तज्जोषण दासु अपवर्ग वर्तमानी. Yes, Vartmani, yes. So the word apavarga also means liberation. Good. I think I have to check myself, and I will read it in the house.
कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमो महावदन्नाय कृष्णप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत स्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. ओम वृंदा वै तुलसी देवी प्रिया वै केशवस्य च कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः। भक्ताविहीनापराधलक्ष्यै क्षिप्ताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वां शरणं प्रपन्नं वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं भजामि राधां अरविन्दनेत्रां स्मरामि राधां मधुरस्मिताक्षं वदामि राधां करुणभराद्रां ततो मम नस्ते। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि श्री गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। আর একটা বই রয়েছে, এই বইটা গ্রহণ করো, কৃপা করে এই রঘুনাথ আর একটা আরো গ্রন্থ আছে, গোপী গীত আছে।
এটা কি অনুবাদ করেছেন মহারাজ?
এটা এনার ভক্ত রঘুনাথ দাস গোস্বামী
হ্যাঁ
দাদা, ওটার মধ্যে মহারাজ লেকচার দিয়েছিলেন।
আচ্ছা,
সেইগুলোকে কালেকশন করে লিখেছিলেন। আমার কিছু ক্রেডিট নয়, সব গুরুদেব কেবল গ্রন্থের প্রকাশ করেছে। So first of all, I offer my humble, respectful obeisances unto lotus feet of my Gurupad Padma, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashtutara Satasya Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Sarvabhavana Gosvami Maharaj, and Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashtutara Satasya Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Srila Gosvami Maharaj. Simultaneously, I offer my humble, respectful Dandavat Pranam and lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashtutara Satasya Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Gosvami Maharaj, and Prabhupada Charan Prabhupada Sarvabhavana Prabhuji, and all senior devotees and all Vaishnavis. He was very merciful. He always gives shelter unto his lotus feet. Ajogotang upi jogotang. This is his called the greatness. Mahatma means he who is very fallen, unqualified, or one who gives shelter his lotus feet and purified his heart. This is called the Mahan. This is called also Mahat. Krishnadas Kaviraj, very humble, told this verse, Mor naam jai sune tar paap, tar punna khoy. Je mor naam jai loy tar paap hoy. Emon nirghinna more keba kripa kore. Ek nityananda binu jagate majhari. Nityan Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, very humble, saying this. More naam jai sune tar punna khoy. One who just listen my name, then he lose his pious credit. Or more naam jai loy tar pap khoy. One who just take my name, then he will also incur sinful reaction. Emon nirghinna, I am very wretched, unqualified. Who give me shelter? जगाई माधाई होइते मुई से पापिष्ट, पुरुषेर कीट होइते मुई से लगिष्ट। एमन निर्घृण मरे केबा कृपा करे, एक नित्यानंद बिना Jagat Majhare. I am very insignificant also. You understand? Purusha kid means Puris means Sanskrit word Puris means what is the means of Purish? Understand? Stool. That means stool worm. Purusha kid means worms. You know? This that is called the stool worm. Who likes stool worm? Tell to me. Who likes also stool? Yes, some person also like. Who that? Pigs. But here also explain no. No one will give me shelter. Here they say, I am very insignificant and very wretched. Who will give me shelter? In this better word. Only Nityananda Prabhu Guru Pada Padma. Nityananda Tattva, that is called the Akhanda Guru Tattva, undivided Guru Pada Padma. Okay? So Prabhu is very merciful. Many times also staying in his house during Gurudeva preaching in Berlin, and Gurudeva also staying in his house, and all his family's members, and so much love and affection with Gurudeva and all the followers of the Gurudeva. And I cannot forget his love and affection. And even his son, what is his name? Abhiram Prabhu, and also his wife are so great. And so great, I cannot forget. Our Prabhuji, he cooks very nice, you know. He's Indian, no? Bengali. You cannot believe what kinds of sabji he cooks. When I used to come his house, he always his word, call me, and come take prasad. And his own hand, he also cooks. And his own hands, after own hand, he offered Thakurji, then his own hand also servicing. I mean, no, Prabhu, you are my Guru. First you take prasad. No, I served you. This is his greatness. And you cannot say what kinds of Bengali sabji he cooked. I cannot explain to you. Because Mahaprabhu, he likes. Krishna likes laddu, kachori, sweets, or maybe your chili in the Brajavasi. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he likes saag, understand? Spinach. And many kinds of, when I used to go his house, he prepared many kinds of Bengali preparation. And so much uddipan, stimulation coming in his heart. And many kinds of preparation offered to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that Mahaprasad is given. Try to understand. This book, Prahlad Maharaj, he also told his father, because his father asked, Prahlad, what did you learn from your Guru's ashram? That Prahlad Maharaj very clearly told that sadhu manne asurya varjadenam sada samudvignadhyam asatagrahat hitva tompatang grihand kupam vanangatu jat harimasre. Just I go, and Prabhuji also very nicely and elaborately explained. But Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Gurudeva, in this purport very nicely explained, in our Shastra, Ved, Puran, Upanishad, Bhagavad, never criticize any householder grihastha. Try to understand, very carefully. Because people when reading, they become very, what is called? Apprehensive. What is saying? Why saying these things? Household life is as like deep, dark, waterless, and always is what humming. Where have you come from? Where have you come from? They will challenge. Hey, Sannasi, where have you come from? अरे तुम्हारे माता पिता शादी किया कि नहीं किया? Your parents they married or not? Your parents they were household or not? Tell to me. You are not falling down from the sky. This is true or wrong? You try to understand this language, this is true. So why you criticize? Your parents also householder. Okay, coming back. Very nice, good question also. Sometimes people they become very angry, frustrated. Hey, why you criticize this?
Maharaja is trying to defend himself.
Try to understand these things.
But that's a fact.
Any our Shastra, Ved, Puran, Srimad, Bhagavad never also criticize any Grihastha household. Even also, look, this Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, most of the followers of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they were household. Srivas Thakur. Understand? Advaita Acharya. Not one wife. How many wives of Advaita Acharya? Two. Nityananda Prabhu. Also household. Look, most of the, we see, even the Mahaprabhus, most of the parikar, we see them, they were Grihastha. So how possible criticize Grihastha? So for this regarding the purport explain two kinds of householders. Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, Bhaktivinoda Swami Maharaj, Gurudeva also. One is called Grihastha or one is called Griha Medhi. In Sanskrit word, people cannot separate the same action or same word, we cannot find out the other words. So we are saying householder. Griha Medhi or Grihastha not same. Understand? Grihastha, this is good. And Krishna sansar karo chari anachar jive daya Krishna sarvabhavana. Krishna sansar, your household life should be Krishna sansar. If your house is not Krishna sansar, that's how it is useless. There are many slokas in Bhagavatam. Najatra vaikanta katha sudhavaga. In your household life, but in your house no Krishna katha, no sadhu samagam, no Santa Mahatma is coming in your house. That house is called his one. The snake hole. Snakes, they are not making any house. They are staying in where? In the hole of the mouse. And enter in the mouse hole and eat the mouse and kabja kar lete. Kabja kar understand? Staying there. Okay, this is my house. Take over. Oh, this is my house. Snake does not make the hole. Rat or mouse, they make the hole and staying with their families. But snake enter in their house and ate them and yes, this is my house. This is also Indian policy also. Many people they then gunda, that is called gunda. Some gundas understand? Gangsters. They capture the other's land, other house and kill to them and take this is my property. But that is called gangster people. So snake means this type of gangsters. Do you understand? Gangsters. Yeah. They killed all the families and they take it. So this Shastra is saying that the Srimad Bhagavatam quoted this word, Najatra Vaikunta Katha Sudhapaga, Najatra Samasati Sudha. And if nobody is coming in your house, no Hari Katha, no Krishna Puja, no worship deities, that house is called this, as like also this is the whole of the snake. Like a Sarpagartha. Understand? Sarpagartha, whole of the snake. But whose house is what? Devotee is staying there. Wife, children, all together chanting holy names. So for this they are saying, Krishna sansar karo, chari onachar, jive daya Krishna nam sarva dharma sar. This is the essence of all the dharma. What is that? You have to make the Krishna sansar. That is called Krishna sansar. That life is called Grihastha. Srimad Bhagavatam, many slokas, many times we told. In Vrindavan, no brahmachari, no grihastha, no banprasti. That episode. Who is there? All they are grihastha. Because Vrindavan, And the trees, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, the trees of Vrindavan, they are called the husband. The creepers of the Vrindavan, they are called wife. The flowers of the trees, that is called the daughter. The fruits of the trees of Vrindavan, they are called son. But when Krishna comes in Vrindavan, all this happens to Krishna. Eh? Sometimes you glorify this. In any Shastra concern, never criticize any Grihastha. Eh? Krishna samsar karo. Chari onachar. Give up all bad things. Krishna samsar. This is important. And another is saying, using this one, what did he say? Griha medhi. Always our Shastra criticize but chastisement those who are Griha medhi. Maybe not understand what is the Sanskrit word. Griha medhi means? Those who are thinking, first those who are thinking, my wife, my sons, my daughter, and this is enough. I don't know two others. Sir. Another thing is also explained. Griha medhi means, this Sanskrit word med means, because you have no idea if you go India. So when the people taking the grains from the field, as like paddy, rice, or wheat, and that time they also put one stick in middle of the ground. Then they put one long rope, tied with a long rope. Then 10 or 15 cows, they also bind in that rope. And all they also are running. Running means what? Circling to the grains. And then all the grains automatically are coming out. When they are circulating, then with the hoofs, then automatically the wheat or rice coming out. So that is all there in the middle of the bamboo stick. That is called the mate. So that means those who are thinking only my wife or only my sons, I don't want to serve to anyone. That is called the griha medhi. Only just absorbs with his own sense gratification. So for this regard, there our scriptures heavy chastisement. Our Shastra is saying griha medhi. Don't become griha medhi. But in this material world, especially in modern world, Adhunik Yug, people they don't want to serve Krishna. They want to serve just wife, husband, and this is enough, they are thinking. For this they are suffering in this material world. They don't want to serve Krishna. And suffering in this way. So Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj, many slokas also explain this way. How they are suffering in this material world, people. And no one can explain how they are suffering in this material world. Everybody you have to marry. I am suffering, you have to also suffer. I am not servicing Krishna, you should not serve to Krishna. You serve your wife, you serve your husband, and you suffer as like me. For this Gurudeva gave a very nice katha tell to you. Once, one place, big mela. Mela means? Gathering people. Understand? Maybe say 5-7 days. People are gathering in their night time, coming.
Festival. Carnival.
Carnival place. Very nice. You understand this? India, that is called mela. In India, they are not using the carnival. This is not used. Many people are meeting together, maybe 5 days or 7 days, one big place. Especially night time, people are coming to enjoying different kinds of entertainment. Understand? I don't know you. Here people are saying carnival, okay, carnival place. And we also stay in the parish. Also we saw maybe 1 month, big circus is going on, and every night time, 10 to 1 o'clock, that many people are gathering and different also, entertainment going up and down, and 5 euros, then 1 second finish. What is it called? I forget this. 5 euro you give, pay the ticket and go to the up. Then 1 second, then bottom, boom. Well, this is very nice. Only 5 seconds. 5 seconds, and you coming down. 5 euro finished. Now they are saying the 10 euros. And I don't know, just I looking the outside. Then also saying also if you pay 50 euros, then you can go inside or many things, or many kinds of entertainment. Chalo, just I do this circus. So Gurudev just told this thing in this place, and big circus is coming, and very nice, beautiful also tent, and outside the big tent, and outside very nice lightning and yellow and blue and many kinds of light, and and one person, he took one microphone, just I tell to the Indian language, एक आना देना अंदर में जाना बढ़िया खेल देखना. What did he say? Understand not? एक आना देना, एक व्यक्ति जाना और अंदर में बढ़िया खेल देखना. That's meaning is the simple meaning is that you have to pay only 1 anna. That means Indian money, less than 1 cent. That means you can understand this way. But you go one by one, not at every time go. एक आना देना, एक व्यक्ति जाना और अंदर में बढ़िया खेल देखना. Well, what you looking to outside? If you go inside the tent, then you can see very nice play is going on there. Then outside the people gathering, all they are thinking, who will go first? Because they cannot go at the ticket. No, only one person go. When you will come out, back door, then another person will go. So long queue. Everybody thinking, who will go first? Maybe they are cheating or not, who knows? This is the first time come in circus in our city. So everybody is wondering who will go first. Everybody is afraid who will go first. Then one big person, very fat, tallest man. He said, yes, I am going. He bought the ticket, 1 anna. Then he entered inside. When he entered inside the tent, no light. And also going the step, many steps inside. As like, what is it called? Oil. Well, he's going many steps, maybe 10, 20 steps. And going, and completely dark. Even he could not see his own feet. Where he's going. Dark and going. Then come in that very dark, maybe 20 meters deep. Oh my God, where have you come? But that place completely dark, no light, anything, and he could not see where direction he will go. Oh my God. Then he was looking here and there. Nobody inside. Nobody talk, nothing is there. Completely lost. What good direction? Then anyhow, he's going. Then he saw one person sitting in there in his chair and big mustache. And he's putting the oil in his mustache. Inevitable, big mustache. And putting the oil. And doing this way, then this person asked, hey, tell to me, in your person in taking the outside, taking the microphone, Budhiya khel, very nice, beautiful play is going on here, but here is completely dark. Why you are cheating? That time that person, hey, come. Very tallest and very strong person, come. Do you want to see Badhiya khel? Badhiya khel?
Nice play.
Nice play. Come here. Then he come. Then you have it's 2 hands and so much also. His 2 ears caught very tightly. I'm doing this way. I'm doing this way and stop. Bang, bang, bang. And then with 2 legs and very strongly also hit it on his hips. Stupid nonsense. Badhiya khel. Good girl. Get out! This back door. Listen. Don't tell to anybody this thing. If you tell to anybody, if I listen, then I will kill you. Get out here. Outside people, they are very hankari. And everybody wants to listen. What Badhiya khel is going. Actually, who is the sober person, intelligent person? And take, he spent money and also got beaten. He is very clever. Thinking, okay, and I got beaten. Also, everybody should do this. That time he told everybody, hey, tell to me, what is the best entertainment inside? Yes, everybody go. In this way, whole night, one by one, enter inside the tent and sing same word. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Good. No one tell to anybody what is going inside. What is the purport? This is our material life, household life, Griha Medhi's life. Try to not a Grihastha life. Always mentioned that Griha Medhi life. Suffering in this material world. For this guy, Bhavapo Vargo, Brahmoto Janat, Bhavato Vargo. This look also, the purport explain what is the meaning of Bhavapo. Prabhuji explained in this book also. Suffering people in this material world. But still, all you are saying, oh my daughter, you have to marry. Why? Mom, you are crying every day, I am looking. So why are you saying you have to marry? Mother is thinking, I cried, you have to also cry. This is true. Mother not saying this word direct, but this is her sentiments. But if you go to the pure devotee, Suddha Bhakta, they will say, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. Back to Krishna, do bhajan and sadhan, chant holy names, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chant holy names. You are devotee. This is true. I believe. You are thinking, I am devotee. I took shelter, Lotus feet of bona fide Guru. My son's daughter, they have to also take shelter, Lotus feet of Guru. But very difficult. And especially in this modern age. Not so easy. You tell to the son, come in Hari Katha. Oh, mom, you 4 days you bring Krishna consciousness, Hari Katha. At least give 1 day, I have to meet with my friends. And then when your son, when you over 16th, don't listen your any advice. 1 day will not come if you force it. You try to understand this thing. Maybe you are devotee, I believe, but not so easy to make devotee or your sons and daughters. And they are going ahead. Many things are bad things there. You know these things. So that time you are thinking, what am I doing this? Sometimes I speak sometimes my own experience in Mathura. Every day I used to go to the house of the Brajavasis, collect something for our temple. This time months of June and July, very hottest month. I am coming return back about